We are live. Welcome back to the West Coast Draft Podcast, where for one of our teams, it is officially draft season. Eliminated, baby! It's been a long time since I've said that. As much as I like to hate on the Bengals, and as rough as the past couple years have been, it's been a long time before we were eliminated before Christmas. It's been quite a while since then.
19 or 20?
20, because 20 Burrow was hurt. This is actually, it's funny. This isn't funny. This is sad. Sunday will be the first game that Burrow's ever played when the Bengals are eliminated from the playoffs. Because in 2020,
that's rough.
2020 he was hurt. 2023 he was hurt, and then last year they weren't eliminated until the Chiefs rested all their starters against the Broncos.
Oh, that's right. They were scared.
Yeah, they were scared. So we get to see a Burrow that literally has nothing to play for on Sunday. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I've got some things to say about the Cincinnati Bengals today. I know this is the college episode, and I'm not supposed to talk about the Bengals college episode, but I got some things to say that I won't be quite as passionate about on Thursday. So there'll be a Bengals.
Just get into it now. Let's just do it.
We'll do a
Let
little.
it rip.
We'll get
Let it rip. Let it rip. Let it rip out.
All right. So Sunday obviously was not a positive result for our Cincinnati Bengals. They lost 24-0. It was rough showing. Offense looked like they didn't care. Defense looked like their defense usually does. You had Ravens players doing handoffs during pick sixes. You had Ravens players calling them soft after the game. It was a joke. Quite frankly, it was really discouraging. It was the type of performance that, and I quote, insider, should get people fired. However, that same insider, who I have a lot of respect for, Paul Dehner Jr., posted this. The first thing I see when I wake up this morning from The Athletic. He's never seen his role challenged or exposed to this level externally. Internally, however, it's just not happening. That was about Duke Tobin. To sum up his thoughts about Zach Taylor and Al Golden, it wasn't that much different. I guess after 2022, after the AFC Championship year, they quietly added another year to his contract, like very quietly. So all the Bengals folks that were saying, "Oh, we'll fire Zach Taylor because he's only got 1 year left on his deal, and they can afford to eat that." Nope, there's 2 years left on his deal, so most likely he's not going either. And Al Golden, apparently they just really like the development they've seen from those young linebackers, the ones that can't tackle or take a proper angle or do anything right, for that matter. They just love that development. They want to give them more chance. They think there's
developers.
They think there's been some improvement in the defense over the past couple weeks, which for 1 week I think was true. I think, maybe even 2. I think against the Patriots and the Ravens, the first Ravens game, I think it was true. And it's been horrible ever since. Did you watch the Bills game, Mike Brown? And I'm not even to the angry part of my rant yet. I'm just going over the reasoning here. So that's that. Cincinnati Bengals, who employ the best quarterback in the NFL, who employ the best wide receiver in the NFL, who just signed their wide receiver 2 to a big contract extension as well, who have a lot of money invested in 3 guys, which you can talk about roster construction all you whatever, it's fine. But they have a lot of money invested in 3 guys that are supposed to make them Super Bowl contenders. You are bringing back a 4-10 head coach. And you're bringing back the defense coordinator for the worst defense in NFL history by many statistics.
What's Zach Taylor's career record? Is it a winning career record?
is very much not a winning career record, and his record without Joe Burrow is like below. One after his second year. Since then, obviously, Burrow carried them to 4 straight winning seasons, but I mean, the last couple were 9-8. This year, he's 4-10, including 1-8 without Burrow. I don't know what his exact record is without Burrow, but I'd venture to guess it's maybe 10-ish wins, maybe. Because Jake Browning got him 4 wins in 2023. So 4. So without Burrow, he's done 2 games his first year. So he's 4 games. I don't know the losses. I'm not going to count the losses. 8. He's won 9 games in his career without Joe Burrow. That's his quote. How many losses? Well, let's do the losses here. So we got 14. Hold on, I have to remember 2020 NFL or 2020 Bengals season. I should specify. So he's got 14 his first year. Then after Burrow gets hurt against Washington, 1, 15, 16, 17, 18. So he's 4-18. He's 4-18 without Burrow after his second season. 2023, he plays 1 game without Burrow. It's the last game of the regular season. I shouldn't count it, but I'm going to because it helps my narrative. 4-19. 2022 doesn't play any games without Burrow. 2023, he does. Let's see. 23, so he's 4-23. Then he wins 4, so 8-23, but he loses 24, 25, 26. Wait, how did I get to 23? It's just a 19. 4-19. He was 4-19. Then he gets to 8 and 20, 21, 22. So he's 8-22 without Burrow. And then just add 1-8 this year. 9-30. He is 9-30. A sub 250 winning percentage without Joseph Lee Burrow as his quarterback. AKA a 4-13 average, essentially. He is a 4-13 head coach. And you're wasting the prime of Joe Burrow's career keeping him back. And and this is where the angry part of my rant, and this is where it turns into a rant. So, to be clear, we're not blaming the head coach because, well, Burrow likes him. And we're not blaming the defensive coordinator because, there were strides. What he was able to do without the talent. Okay, he didn't have the talent.
He picked the talent.
Oh, no, just wait. Then how do you keep Duke Tobin? If the issue is the talent, maybe fire the guy who's assembling the talent.
I mean, I remember that story you told me the other day of how, like, position coaches came to Duke Tobin forcing draft picks.
Yeah, they forced him.
How can an organization see that and think this is how good teams run and this is how we should run things?
I don't think it's they think they're geniuses. Genuinely, I'm flabbergasted. This team does not do what it takes to play winning football behind the lines on the field.
And this is like one of the easiest sports to do it in too. You can develop players. Rookies have huge impact. Money, it comes from rev share.
They're gonna march out Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins next year. They're gonna march out a horrible defense. They're gonna march out. Okay, the offense will probably be fine. Sure. Okay, great. They're gonna march out a horrible defense, and they're gonna go like 7-10 again, at best. Probably more likely 6-11. Oh, and by the way, Joe Burrow turns 30 next December.
Oof.
I am genuinely stunned that this organization is so up their own butts about how they think things should and can be run that they are going to waste the career of the best quarterback in the National Football League. He already is clearly dissatisfied. I'm not saying he wants a trade. He's said he doesn't want to trade, and I'm going to take him at his word on that. But he might retire. He might pull an Andrew Luck. Do you think this dude wants to keep getting hurt over and over and over again for a team that is not going to take winning seriously and is not going to put him in position to win a Super Bowl? No, he is going to say, see ya. He's going to say, take the money and run, and he's going to be successful whatever he wants to do after done playing football. I can guarantee you that. And I do not blame him. If the Cincinnati Bengals do what I think they are on pace to do, and that is run Joe Burrow out of town either to another team or to retirement, I am done. Because guess what? I know Duke Tobin will still have his freaking job after that happens. I know there's a good chance Zach Taylor will too. You will never, I guarantee you, I will say, I don't know if this podcast will still be a thing in 10 years, 20 years. I don't know. Probably not. But I guarantee you, if we come back to this podcast in 20 years, they will never find a quarterback as good as Joe Burrow.
It is so hard.
Most teams never will. Most teams never will.
There's a shot we never find a quarterback as good as Russ.
Yeah. Most teams will, honestly. I mean, there's always a chance. There's always a chance your Patrick Mahomes is waiting around the corner, right? But it's not. Team's been
looking the last 10 years and none have found any.
Yeah. So it's.
Hey, Dylan Raiola's coming.
Yeah, Dylan Raiola's coming. Yeah. No. And, and quarterback development in college also sucks right now, too. That's not to say Burrow will be out of Cincinnati in time for, the 2026 and 2027, 2028 quarterback classes. That's not what I'm saying. What I am insinuating, though, is that they are taking a window. Well, the window's shut. To be freaking clear, the window is shut because there's a statistic that quarterbacks do not, let me say this right. No coach and quarterback combination have ever won a Super Bowl after their year 5 season together. Last year was year 5 for Joe Burrow and Zach Taylor. And guess what? If I have to choose one of them to keep, it ain't going to be Zach. It will never be Zach. So, frankly, by that logic, they should have fired him last year. They should have been done with him last year. They weren't. And I get the offense was good and defense was a problem. Maybe they need a new voice. Guess who looks pretty good in Indianapolis? Lou Anarumo. Shocker. It is so hard to be hopeful for anything with this team's future. Because I know they're going to screw up the draft next year. They might have Caleb Downs on the board, and they're going to draft Keldrick Falk. I just know it's coming. They might have Arvell Reese on the board. They're going to draft Keldrick Falk. Because guess what? It's Shamar Stewart all over again. They freaking love Shamar Stewart. Look where that's gotten them. Everything about this team pisses me off right now, except for the quarterback, who, by the way, looks like he doesn't love football anymore. Whose fault's that? Guy on my screen right here, Duke Tobin, can't put together a team to save his life. He's an idiot, doesn't know what he's doing. You know what? If you're so committed to not firing him, fine. Do what Dan Snyder did with his what was his name?
Bruce Allen.
Bruce Allen. Do what Dan Snyder did with Bruce Allen. Put him in like some president's role that doesn't do anything, that manages like stadium operations, and hire a real freaking GM that knows how to put together a football team. Duke Tobin's an idiot. Genuinely. Brett Coleman, Joe Goodberry, literally. I mean, you could hire a dude off the freaking street who knows. We could
hire you.
Oh, 100%. I would love to be the Bengals GM. 1,000%. And it would pay pretty well. I'm just.
You'd have a better hit rate.
I'd have a better hit rate. And I'd also surround myself with people. If there was things I didn't know, guess what? I'd surround myself with people who know what they're doing. I'd surround myself with people who are part of the process and who know the process well and go through the process well. The
No,
Bengals
sounds
don't
like someone you know. Maybe someone right below you on the screen right now could be your
There you
VP.
go. Hell yeah. I'd bring you in. You'd have to throw away all your Seahawks stuff though.
Well,
Or at least put it in a storage unit.
Until I'm named as John Schneider's heir. Yes.
That's fair.
I'll keep it warm.
There you go. Yeah, just put it in a storage unit for a little bit. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Point being, and there was actually a hilarious tweet I saw because there was a whole storm on Bengals Twitter about this, and rightfully so. And I don't remember exactly who said it, so I don't want to miscredit it. But what they basically said, it was someone I follow. They basically said that the whole point of a show like Kitchen Nightmares, Kitchen Nightmares. With
yeah.
Okay. Whole point of a show like that is for these people who clearly do not know what they are doing to get an outside voice, to change their philosophy, and hopefully turn their business around. The reason the Bengals refuse to fire Duke Tobin, hire a real GM, or even put him in a different role and hire a real GM is because they don't want to get kitchen nightmares. They don't want someone to come in and tell them what they're doing is wrong. And I'm like stunned that
Jerry Jones-itis.
Yeah, I am stunned that you would rather waste the career of the best quarterback in football and the best receiver in football. You'd rather waste all those guys' primes, their careers, than just change the way you operate in 2025. This will be 2026 at this point. So when Black Monday rolls around and I get the tweet saying, "Oh, the Bengals are not moving on from anybody," you know what? At least I won't be surprised. At least I will have seen it coming. At least, yeah, I can't even talk. At least I will have known this was coming, so I won't be so angry on that specific day. However, when the NFL draft rolls around next year, and I am losing my mind because they made a stupid freaking pick in the first round, and they follow it up with 8 more stupid picks after that, I want you to look me in the eye on this program, Rob, and tell me. I want you to remember this. Write this down. Make a sticky note somewhere. Put it somewhere. Why are you surprised? And I'll say, I don't know, because I should have seen it coming. When we do nothing productive, when we do nothing,
what this reminds me of?
Should have seen it coming.
You know what this situation reminds me of greatly is late Pete Carroll days after Paul had passed away. When someone asked Pete Carroll, "Who keeps you accountable?" Do you remember? Yeah, I've said this many times, but do you remember who he said? Do you remember who he said?
Brennan and Nate. Yep.
No. Nate, yes, not Brennan. Brennan was already in Arizona.
Oh, okay.
Tater.
Nate and Tate.
His freaking, like a long-time loyalist yes man who never got a job anywhere else. Fucking Tater. Carl Smith is his actual name. That's what Duke Tobin and like Zach Taylor and the ownership have going on. Who's keeping them accountable? Nothing's keeping them accountable.
There was a fantastic tweet from November after they didn't get fired after the Bears game, because a lot of people said they should have been fired after the Bears game. It was a bye week. It made sense. Fired during the Bears game. No, he was fired after the Bears game, obviously. But there's this fantastic tweet actually. It was Katie Blackburn. I wish I could quote it directly. It's probably somewhere in my phone, but it's buried. Katie Blackburn will not get fired because she owns the Bengals. She's not going to fire herself. Duke Tobin will never be fired so long as he never suggests that Katie should be held accountable. Zach Taylor will never be fired so long as he never suggests that Duke or Katie should be held accountable. And Al Golden will never be fired so long as he suggests that Zach, Duke, or Katie be held accountable.
Because when Paul was alive, he would bring in guys to challenge Pete. Most famously, after Mike Pettin got fired in Cleveland, he brought him as an analyst Someone who's like polar opposites of Pete, both in system, both in the way they just act. He brought in Mike Pettin to challenge Pete, and it worked. During the Let Russ Cook years, do you know who Pete said he talked to for inspiration?
Yeah.
Marv Levy.
Marv Levy. It's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
He was like already 90 at that time.
Yeah.
I know what you're going through, man. It's so frustrating that you can see it. You can see the problem, and no one wants to do anything about it.
Oh yeah, and everybody can too. Literally every single outside observer can see it. But no, they're just content with letting the ship sink. And it quite frankly, it's discouraging, it's disgusting, it's embarrassing, to be quite clear. This is why families shouldn't run businesses of this scale. You want to run a mom and pop shop, fine, go ahead. Katie Blackburn's, I don't know what they'd sell. Not Hope, I'll tell you that much.
That's a clip.
Don't run a professional football organization because.
Oh, hey, buddy, I lost you. I can't hear you. Oh, you muted yourself. I think you muted yourself. You're back.
No,
It unplugged my cord. Dang dramatic effect. Anyways, what was I saying? Shoot, I feel like I had a good thought there too. Now I can not remember what it was.
Mom and pop shop.
Yeah, they're horrible. They're really. I remember my point now. If Mike Brown. So Mike Brown's touching 90, right? He's approaching there. If he's not already there, I don't know off the top of my head. So he's probably gonna kick the bucket here very, very soon. Realistically. And that's not me saying I hope a 90-year-old man does, obviously. If anything, he's the only one this operation. Apparently he has weekly meetings with Burrow. Like, clearly, I think he still cares. I've got my issues with Mike Brown. Trust me, I do. And a large part of this is his fault. But I think he still cares. I genuinely don't think the Blackburns care. And unfortunately, they're like 60. They ain't kicking the bucket anytime soon. I hope they sell. That's the only hope.
There's a reason the best ran teams is very decentralized. They let smart people do what they're supposed to do what they pay them to do.
Yes.
There was a lot. I don't think Jody wanted to fire Pete. I think John Schneider pushed the issue a bit. I think Dave Pearson pushed the issue a bit. I think people in the organization pushed the issue. You got to make tough decisions sometimes. I'm sure Zach Taylor's a great guy. Duke Tobin, great guy.
Oh, yeah. I've never heard anything bad about... Oh, I found the tweet. Hold on. I'll say it with the word here in a second. I've never heard anything bad about any of these guys off the field. I mean, the players seem to really like Zach for the most part. I think they're getting tired of losing, and I think his message is wearing thin in the locker room. But anyways, here we go. Here's the tweet exactly. Katie doesn't need to have results to keep her job. She owns the team. Duke doesn't need to have results to keep his job so long as he never suggests Katie be held accountable. Zach doesn't need to have results to keep his job so long as he never suggests Katie or Duke be held accountable and keeps Burrow on his side. There's a little caveat there. Al doesn't need to have results to keep his job so long as he never suggests Katie or Duke or Zach be held accountable and keeps Zach on his side. It's anti-accountability, pro-BS doom loop. Why on earth would Jordan Battle or Shamar Stewart or Chris Jenkins believe they need to have results to keep their jobs? Why is anyone surprised that become the
that's
glue
a
that
good
holds the
point.
team together?
I'm fascinated. It feels like court politics almost. I'm fascinated to see what happens when Zach Taylor loses. Because I think the only person that the Blackburns will listen to is Joe.
Genuinely, and that's the problem. I love Joe. Obviously, I never want him to leave. I want him to. I don't want him. We as Bengals fans need him to go into the Blackburns office on the last day of the season and say, "Hey, we just lost to the Cleveland Browns by 17 points at home in a year where they were 3-14, now 4-13." I just made my pick, by the way, for that game. Write it down. We cannot continue to operate how we are operating, and that includes who is operating. I'm not saying there needs to be firings. I'm speaking for Joe now. I'm not. There needs to be firings, but I'm now speaking for Joe. I'm not saying there needs to be firings, but you guys need to take a long, hard look in the mirror at how we are running this ship and what is going to make us successful going forward, because I don't think the people in place right now are doing their jobs to the degree they should be in order for us to be successful. Just throw some accountability in there. Don't even say, oh, you need to fire people. Don't even say, oh, you need to fire Duke. Oh, you need to fire Zach. I'd love it if he said that, but I know he won't, because I know his personality enough to know he won't. What he does need to do is start saying there needs to be accountability around here, or the losing will continue.
Yeah, there's just no accountability. There's not.
And when there's not accountability, well, and it's just like the tweet said, when there's not accountability at the top, there will never be accountability at the bottom.
Nope. Yeah, no, I mean,
all right.
I don't see any reason why you can fire. All right, I'll just do a quick little talk about the Seahawks to Rams. Debuting the rivalry jerseys. I don't know if Devontae's playing. Charles Cross was dinged up on the field goal to win it somehow. We'll see what happens. Sound like a pick 'em. Darnold, sling it. That's what we need.
Yeah, we will be picking that game later because it's Thursday Night Football. LA Rams minus 1.5.
All right, I saw a pick 'em somewhere. Okay, 1.5.
Let's see. I want to confirm that. Make sure that hasn't changed since I looked at it. Yep, LA Rams minus 1.5 still. No, Devontae makes a big difference in that. What was I going to say? Yeah, I don't know. I the fact that we are going to go 4-13 with the best quarterback in football and nobody is going to lose their job. No one important. They might fire the linebackers coach, but who gives a shit? I'm sorry. Who cares? If no one of any substance loses their job, and even Al Golden, like obviously Al Golden should be swept up and fired in this whole process as well. But if they're seriously just gonna,
Mike McDonald fired Grubb after a year.
Yeah, absolutely.
He had the balls to do it.
Yeah. It's just it's Duke and Zach need to be the ones fired, obviously, and honestly, Duke more so. Like I think I've said, I can talk myself into keeping Zach because of the offense, but I'd have to talk myself into it. Duke, zero reason he should be keeping his job. If the problem with the team isn't the coaches and it's the players, then maybe make a change at the guy who picks the players.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I'm gonna have an aneurysm, and we're already 29 minutes and 36 seconds into the program. That was 29 minutes of ranting by me. There you go.
It was great, though.
Yeah. Keep that sticky note, because I know the draft's gonna roll around and free agency's gonna roll around, and I'm gonna be like, how are we not doing anything? Why'd we pick this guy? Why am I surprised? Why am I surprised? Anyways, should we talk about some positive things? The Bucked Up LA Bowl hosted by Gronk.
Let's go. The final Bucked Up LA Bowl. Eternal champions.
Forever LA Bowl champs. Forever LA Bowl champs.
Very funny that Quentin Quentin Moore did a Gronk spike and got flagged for it.
It's ridiculous.
Let the boys play.
Let the boys play. Especially, in front of Gronk too. I like how in the post game press conference he asked Gronk how it looked, if he liked it or not. So
I missed that. Oh man, I was at a. I'm usually a guy who hosts big TV events, and I'm not able to host right now. So we went to Dave and Buster's, and there was a UFC game on, or fight. I said game, and I kept asking them very politely. The staff were really cool about it. It's like, hey, can we get the hosted game? And I was like, yeah, we're contractually obligated to have our pay-per-view event have the audio. And I was like, okay. I'm like, oh, that's fine. I get it. But I see some other Husky fans here, and if you guys can get it on, that'd be great. No pressure though. They're like, let's see what we can do. And then I think it was into the second half. They got the audio on, which is cool. So we gave them a nice tip.
There you go. That's good.
They hooked us up there.
That's good.
So I missed a lot of audio, and by the time I got audio, the game was over basically. Shout out to defense, man. I just love watching this defense play. And hopefully next year, because I think like all of our portal money is going to go to defensive linemen.
Yeah, hopefully they're able to assemble something. Although, shout out to Sean Lynch, my boy.
Oh, that was awesome.
Almost had the pick six. And actually, fun fact, I didn't tell you. At Folsom, he played tight end on offense too.
Was he chunky yet?
He wasn't as big as he is now, that's for sure. He was probably like 240-ish.
Dude,
which as a freshman in high school was pretty big still.
He read that boot so well too.
Oh yeah.
Like that's
he's had a nice end of the season, honestly.
He might get himself drafted, man. He's got a weird body type.
He's I don't know about drafted, but he's definitely had himself a nice end of the season.
You know who got a Pro Bowl invite was Jonah. Jonah got
he did a Senior Bowl invite. I saw that. Yeah. Where's that music from?
Sorry. I'm getting a phone call.
Oh no, you're good. I was like, where's that come from? Is that me?
Yeah, that was me.
Let me see who all. And your family. See who all. Who all what? Oh, I can throw this up here now. We'll talk about the Army Navy game here in a second too. But no, yeah, hopefully, building up the D line. It sounds like I guess we can report live here on the program that Jed Fish will be the head coach of the Washington Huskies next year. It sounds
it's very funny that Michigan's saying no thanks.
Yeah.
You know what I think it is on the background check thing?
Yeah.
I think it's Jaden DeLora, which honestly, fair, but if you're going so hard for Kalen DeBoer, in my opinion, Kalen DeBoer did something worse.
Yeah, he did Tybo. He had Tybo, and he played him too.
And I think Tybo's. I'm not going to get into the whole Jaden DeLora thing. I don't think he's a good guy. I don't know enough where I can, say either way what he did. What happened there. I can't talk much. Personally, I never would have wanted him to be a Husky. Kalen played a guy who got in trouble for rape.
Mm-hmm.
And he let it happen. And no one's ever talked about that. So if you're talking about background checks, I don't know how that doesn't come up, or what they're likely doing is just looking the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Which
if it's a big enough name, they'll look the other way. But I don't think Fish was ever top their list anyways. So they use that as an excuse to take him off the list.
Nope, I think we'll have an extension by the end of the week.
Mm-hmm.
It's just getting those NIL commitments, I believe. Because Jed's going to Cabo in a couple days, so we'll let him go to Cabo. We'll send him off to Cabo with an extension.
Yep.
Sounded like the smoke for Dilly's big right now, though. But
100%.
I believe
Dillingham definitely in his press conference definitely didn't sound as confident he'd be sticking around.
No. I think they're just waiting on DeBoer to say no.
So I imagine that'll be this weekend though.
Friday.
Yeah. Well, depending on the Bama Oklahoma game.
Well, that's
Bama.
Well, that's on Friday.
Yeah, I know. I think if Bama wins, then it could take a lot longer, or not a lot longer.
I think if Bama wins, the ship sails.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Mountaineer fan looks. Who else to see? Jumps Jan. Is that a player?
Jumps Jan.
Jerry Justice. I have not watched too much West Virginia football this year, my guy. We're West Coast draft pod, man. So we don't. Actually, no. The ACC does have some territory out here now. So I guess I shouldn't say that.
Well, West Virginia is Big 12.
Oh, shoot, you're right.
Hey, but I'm very familiar. I'm in Tucson. I'm very familiar with Big 12 country.
That's true.
Tucson.
No truck stops, baby.
No. Tucson to more.
Like, DeBoer's saying all those things in his presser and making a statement. We heard pretty similar things. I believe it when the ink's dry. I believe it when the ink is dry. You cannot believe a word that man says.
Oh yeah, no, I genuinely, I'm gonna assume, I assume it's Dillingham at this point, but I would not be shocked if
I think he'll be pretty damn good there.
But I know your favorite headline of today, I don't know if you saw this, was that Biff Poggi's actually getting consideration for the job.
No, he's not.
I know he's probably not, but
you know why people are saying that? It's because he's getting an interview. You know what happens every interview session? The interim always gets an interview. It's like standard. Interim always. That's why he's not. I paid $1 for those privileges to know. But hey, if my boy gets it, oh man. Well, I didn't know that Biff is like a hedge fund millionaire. He just coaches not because he needs the money, but because he loves it.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's hilarious.
Isn't that awesome? I love Biff. He's like basically the Baltimore bag man. He's got like tons of connections in Baltimore. And he's a total bag man there. Like he coached high school football there. In like a very underserved community too. Yeah. He's a really good dude. He's a total weirdo. I love him. My favorite Biff Poggi like interview ever is like before week 1 of his first season at Charlotte. He's like, "Oh yeah, half the team's hurt." It's like, what? It turns out like Biff practiced them way too hard. I love him. He's a national treasure.
Yep. Army Navy. We kind of skipped over this one to talk about LA.
I'm not gonna lie, I missed it. Unfortunately,
it was honestly, it was a great game.
I was so bummed I missed it too. I know. I was so bummed.
Yeah. No. What was I gonna say?
I watched the highlights.
Army was in control for most of this one. They at one point they had what looked like a pick six, which would have put them up 20-7. Ended up being called back. They sell for a field goal. Don't score another point the rest of the way. So 16-7. Navy gets a field goal, but Navy gets a touchdown. They're on top.
Well, Horvath spelled wrong.
It's spelled wrong. Unlike Bo Stevens, Iowa offensive lineman, Senior Bowl commit as well.
How many other has Jones, Dunker, have any of those guys?
Jones has. I'm not sure about Dunker. I cannot confirm Dunker. Yeah,
that's the big three there. Oh man, they're all like, give me any of them. I'd take him in the late first. Jones or Dunker, I'd take him.
Dunker is not committed to a bowl game yet. No.
Stevens probably second round for me.
Yeah, but no, this is a great game. Again, as these games always are, very low scoring, but it came down to the wire, and Navy got them this year
with a passing touchdown. Passing
touchdown, that's right. But Army covered, and that's what matters. It's not the only thing that matters, but it's important. It does matter.
It does.
fantastic.
I wonder if gambling's legal for people in the military.
I'm not gonna comment on that one. I'm not gonna comment on that one. Yeah, I'm just not gonna comment on that one. And then lastly, speaking of the veterans, salute to Veterans Bowl was tonight. Won't talk about this.
It just wrapped up.
But Jacksonville State barely staved off Troy. Troy was in control for most of this one. Then the fourth quarter, J State gets on top. Troy had a shot at the very end, but they couldn't.
J State
for the win. Other news in college football. Congrats to our Heisman Trophy winner, Fernando Mendoza.
That was an awesome speech, man.
Oh yeah, he killed it. Great speech.
He's gonna be a deacon someday. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I loved his what was I gonna say? His play-by-play on their last drive against Penn State to win it. I think it wasn't during the Heisman ceremony. It was the night before because he won a couple other awards the night before. So they're asking about give me what's going on in your mind during that show. I don't know if you've seen this. I sent it to you. I don't know if you've seen it.
Oh, I saw it. Yep.
Okay, dude. If he's not a deacon, he's got a future as a Monday Night Football broadcaster because all the cliches.
Beau. He can do both.
That's true. He can do both. He's got the cliches down. He's got the emphasis down. He's got the hand. He does this a lot, when he's talking about you got to be together as a team. He's got the hand motions down. It's anything in public speaking or media or anything, dude. He's got it down.
Yeah, no, deacons can give the homily too.
That's true.
So I remember because you can always have a deacon, right? Sometimes he'd be there, sometimes he wouldn't. If he was there, that was great because I'd have to do way less stuff. Deacon Sam Bosta, he was the deacon at my church. Great guy. He had a boat building company. He was a really cool guy. So he'd take care of a bunch of stuff for us. Shout out Deacon Sam. One of the places I worked at was right next to his boat company.
There you go. Deacon Sam.
Deacon Sam, man. Speaking of Catholicism, you see that we got a Pope at UW? Braylon Pope committed.
Oh, great connection. No, I did not see that. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, top number one player in state in 27. Receiver from Summer.
Nice.
Really good player. He's 6'3", and he's got some speed.
It's crazy that seniors are going to be 27s next year.
Dude.
I still remember my first year at NCSA when we get a 27, I'd be like, don't even worry about recruiting yet, man. You're in 8th grade. It's not your time. And now they're going to be seniors next year. I'm like, man.
Dude, Mendoza could be the number one pick.
Uh-huh. If depending on what team gets it. But then, I mean, that could team would trade.
They might trade up. Yeah. And I know you caught this, which I was so happy to when I watched it back. I totally agreed that you saw that Diego Pavia thought he was winning it.
Mm-hmm. He really did think he was winning it. Which, to be fair, the odds on the Wednesday before, they were neck and neck, but by Friday night it was like Vegas knew.
First time in a while they got it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think without the Big Ten championship, I don't know if Mendoza wins it. I think he probably still does.
Yeah.
But and then I love that the media's finally turned on Pavia from the punk. I'd said he's kind of trailer trash. Just the idiocy that he did after losing at the Indiana, having to apologize for it. It's just the antics he and his brother and mom get into the goons. No NFL team's going to draft him. His interview is going to be horrible. But he's not going to have an NFL career. He's going to be a USFL guy. I'm telling you that right now. And he's probably not getting a waiver. So,
yeah. Yeah, no, he's committed to the Senior Bowl already. I think he knows. I think he knows he's got to put the prize in the bag because he committed to the Senior Bowl.
Especially with Jared Curtis, too.
Yeah.
You're going to play him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You don't get a recruit like Jared Curtis and then don't just play him from the jump if you're Clark Lee.
Unless you're Nick Saban in like the 2010s.
Right.
You just save him for the natty.
For a different time. Yeah, pre-transfer portal era maybe.
You just save him for the natty.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. There you go. Same for the 2018 SEC or national championship against Georgia. Which we'll talk about Tua on Thursday. We don't need to get into that right now. We're
getting a little chilly in here. Getting a little
chilly.
Jerry Justice, are you related to former governor and current Senator Jim Justice from West Virginia? Possibility.
Ooh.
It's like the richest man in West Virginia, and then became governor, and then became senator.
I did not know that.
He has a big fat dog that he always would bring on like this floor of the legislature in West Virginia. I mean, I think he's done it. I think he's done it in the Senate. I'm not sure. This big fat bulldog. It's awesome. And like he's like part of like Trump's fascination with big people. I don't know if you've ever noticed this. Trump just loves big people, and he's very big. Like he was all whenever you talk about Jim Comey, he's like, "Oh, he's so tall. He's so tall." When Gray Zabel shook his hand, it was something like that. Like, look how big he is.
They love that. That's awesome.
And he did look very big next to him.
Yeah, I just saw this tweet from Brett McMurphy. So apparently, a little over half the ACC next year.
Oh, it's so stupid.
Games,
it's so stupid.
And the other teams are playing 8. So they're like, if you thought the quote tweet was, if you thought ACC had a done tiebreaker this year, just wait till next year. How? How do they? Why? What? Why? I don't get it, man. Just have an even number of teams. Just have an even number of teams. Anyways. Is it time we get into picks for the next week of bowl games?
Let's do it.
All right.
Some very fun bowl games coming up.
Might have some time for a mock draft after as well. Of course, we can't forget the Thursday Night Football. But before we do that, we've got to talk about the Staff DNA Cure Bowl in beautiful Orlando, Florida. Where the South Florida Bulls are taking on the Old Dominion Monarchs. I won the week. I went 2-1 compared to 1-2 by you. So I get first pick here if I want it, and I will be exercising that. Give me the Bulls to win in Orlando tomorrow.
Glush isn't coaches, right?
No, I don't think so.
Old Dominion runs a fun offense. So how many players sit out?
I actually haven't looked at opt-outs yet. Hold on. Bowl season opt-out tracker. Here we go. Action Network's always got this. Remember when Brett McMurphy worked for Action Network so you could actually read all his stuff for free? That was nice. Here we go. Old Dominion opt-outs. Oh. Well, USF has way more opt-outs than Old Dominion was.
What is the Old Dominion's mascot? Centurions mascot? Bulldogs? I don't know.
You know what? I should change it considering I'm looking at this, but I'm not going to. Because that's just the type of...
They run kind of a flex phone, so I'll just have some fun with it.
Okay, so
Old Dominion... What's their mascot? That's what I want.
The Monarchs.
Even the Monarchs.
All right. Yeah. As soon as I saw how many opt-outs and injuries that USF's dealing with, I realized that was probably the right move. But I'm sticking to my guns. All right, that brings us to. If I can
Oh, we
update
got
my
2
banner.
bowl games tomorrow. Oh,
We do.
Delaware Blue Hens, baby.
That's right. The Blue Hens versus the Raging Cajuns. Two awesome.
That's a
mascots.
great mascot game.
This is a 68 Ventures Bowl, which is
I have
being
no clue what
played
that is.
in Mobile, Alabama. So same side as the Senior Bowl. For Louisiana, no opt-outs actually. Only a few injuries. Delaware, a couple more injuries, but no opt-outs for either team listed. Louisiana, neither team lost their coach to my knowledge. Louisiana is a 3-point favorite, and it is your pick, my friend.
Give me the Blue Hens. I just love. I like Delaware, man. Off-brand Michigan. The fighting Joe Bidens.
There you go. They are off-brand Michigan. Literally just different shade of blue.
The Delaware wing.
Louisiana
You know what? Why
actually.
Do you know why I also like Delaware?
Why is that?
Just for the old school Delaware wing tee playbook. That's a fun one to look at. I just have a little love for him for that, because that's how I started to learn what the wing tee was a couple years ago. When Sally was the exciting concept.
This one, give me the Raging Cajuns here. Louisiana's a little bit healthier. All right, next game on the docket. Man, I got a lot of tabs open on this one. It's the Xbox Bowl, the brand new Xbox Bowl in Frisco, Texas. Only game on Thursday. It's between the new Missouri State versus Arkansas State. Look at that. Who needs the Mizzou Arkansas rivalry when you've got Missouri State, Arkansas State? Just get the state schools in there. Missouri State Arkansas State 1.5 point favorites. Give me the Red Wolves in this one. I think they pulled off. Don't have a ton of opt-outs here. In fact, yeah, neither team has any opt-outs. Missouri State have their starting center in the transfer portal, but neither team has any opt-outs.
I'm going to go with my boy, Butch Jones.
Butch Jones is not getting fired at Arkansas State. That's right. All right, the Myrtle Beach Bowl. Yeah, Myrtle Beach Bowl on Friday, the very first game of Friday, which will end with Bama, Oklahoma. Obviously, we won't have to worry about opt-outs in the playoff games. But anyways, so in the Myrtle Beach Bowl, Kennesaw State, they're losing a corner to opt out. They're losing All Conference USA corner. A different. Oh no, he plans to play in the bowl game. Okay, never mind. Western Michigan's not really losing anything. I got one opt out and one injury. No, he's fine. Yeah, they don't really. No, yeah, the Broncos. Western Michigan's pretty healthy. Kansas State's got more injuries and a couple more opt-outs, especially in the secondary. It is your pick, my friend.
I'm gonna go. I know West Virginia's playing really good ball right now. I'm gonna go Western. Did I say West Virginia?
Yeah, you did.
Whoops. Western Michigan's been playing good ball this year, so I'm gonna go. As much as I love the Owls, I'm gonna go Western Michigan.
I agree. Yeah, no, I saw in the MAC championship they looked good. So
yeah they're playing good ball right now.
All right, Gasparilla Bowl. Finally, we got a other than the Huskies. Obviously, this first game to feature a Power 4 team.
Charles
NC State and Memphis. That's right. Let's see. In this one, a lot more opt-outs in the Power 4 games. So here we go. Memphis missing their stud right tackle, missing corner who hasn't played in a month. Quarterback was banged up at the end of the year. And Ryan Silverfield will not be coaching this one. Meanwhile, for NC State, no official opt-outs listed. They do have a couple players not playing, however. Yeah, Memphis just overcoming a lot, and they did not look good towards the end of the season. So give me NC State to cover 4.5.
I'm gonna go NC State as well. They didn't lose their coach.
Yep. Alrighty. And that brings us to the first playoff game, Bama, Oklahoma, rematch of these two teams who played a couple weeks ago, but that one was in Tuscaloosa. This time it is in Norman. Bama's hoping to get some get back. They played just 2 weekends ago in the SEC championship. Did not look great. Oklahoma is dealing with some injuries, but Ty Simpson's been playing hurt, so it's up and down. The number's yours, my friend.
Oklahoma with points is free money.
I'm gonna go with Oklahoma as well. I think Ty Simpson's been playing rough the past couple weeks, and he's playing through injuries.
Kalen DeVore and Brent Venables has Kalen's number.
Yep. So yeah, give me the Sooners. Give me the Sooners in this one. A&M Miami, kicking off your Saturday morning. A&M is a 3.5 point favorite at home over the Miami Hurricanes. Neither of these teams played particularly great against good teams, other than Notre Dame, who they both beat.
Common opponent.
Common opponent. The last time we saw A&M, they did not look good. Miami actually started to build up some momentum towards the end of the year. Plus, I'm getting points with them. Give me the Hurricanes in this one.
I'm gonna go A&M. I just don't trust Cristobal in a big spot.
All right, there you go. Tulane, Ole Miss. Ole Miss is a 17.5 point favorite despite losing Lane Kiffin. Obviously, no opt-outs and nobody leaving yet. Granted, the transfer portal isn't open until January, but no one's officially announced leaving yet. John Sumrall is staying with Tulane. Lane Kiffin is obviously not staying with Ole Miss. Much to the chagrin of the Kiffin family, I'm sure. However, Charlie Weiss Jr. is staying with Ole Miss to call these games. It is.
Is he going to go to? Is he going to go to?
He is going to LSU. He's going to LSU.
What happened to the? You're on the plane or you don't have a job.
Well, he came on the plane and then Ole Miss let him come back to coach the bowl games or the playoff games.
That's got to be awful.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
Dude, that was such a messed up move. Yeah, on the plane where you're not coming back.
Oh yeah. Or you don't have a job, yeah.
I am a little. I don't know. 17.5 is a lot. I'm going to go Tulane cover that one there.
Yeah, especially a team that just lost their coach. I think Ole Miss will still win, but 17.5 is too much. Tulane's playing good football right now. And they actually have their coach. He's sticking around. Speaking of a group of 5 teams losing their coach, Bob Chesney also took the job with UCLA, but he will be sticking around for JMU's title run. Oregon dealing with some injuries. Corian Moore and Gary Bryant were all dressed on practice on Monday, and Evan Stewart was as well. Both Oregon coordinators obviously got jobs, but they're both coaching through the playoffs as well. Oregon minus 21. I hate to say it, but I'm going to take the Ducks in this one.
Yeah, I'm taking the Ducks too. But please let it happen. Please.
I would love the upset, but
I will be a
Ducks. If you're going to win, you better at least cover 21 because I just picked you too.
I will forever be a Dukes fan.
Oh man, that'd be awesome. Anyways, going to Eugene and end their season. Oh, that'd be beautiful.
After all the talk of it's not going to happen because Bob Chesney's been in UCLA half the time.
Right. From one great UW rival to the other UW rival. Washington State at Utah State. Oh, at Utah State. Why did I put at? These aren't ats. These are bowl games. Washington State versus Utah State. Have I had an ad on all these? Oh, that's embarrassing. I'm fired. Hold on, I'm firing myself. Let me fix these so it doesn't say ad anymore. My goodness, what am I thinking? It becomes second nature. You know, you immediately put at for a lot of these things. Anyways, the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Here we go between Utah State and Washington State. Wazoo is a 2.5-point dog in this one. They will be playing. Obviously, without their coach, Jimmy Rogers left. They're also losing quite a bit to the portal. Jackson Potter's leaving. It's their backup anyway, so not a big deal. They're letting players in the portal play. Never mind. Yeah, they're letting players in the portal play, so it might be fun. Injuries, they missed their center and also Carter Paps. Jimmy Rogers left. He will not be with the first bowl game. Jesse Bobbitt will serve as the interim head coach.
He's following.
Yeah, he's following. Braden Pegan, Brock Lane. Not Utah State's not losing a lot. The floor is yours, my friends. Your pick.
Roll Aggies, baby.
Yeah, they actually had a nice regular season too. They took Boise State to the wire.
They should have won that one. They blew that one.
Yeah, they blew it. So yeah, give me the Aggies as well. Another game between a G5 and a P5 or P4.
No,
Toledo,
it's not another game. Oh wait. Oh, never mind.
You're firing the shot.
I thought you were saying another as in Wazoo. Then I realized.
Oh no. Toledo, Louisville. Toledo. They lost Jason Candle. UConn. That's official. So he will not be playing. Coach, he will not be playing. He won't be playing either, to be clear. But he's also not coaching this one. QB coach Robert Wiener, great name, will serve as interim. Robert Wiener, hell yeah. Didn't lose a lot in the portal, but there are some potential opt-outs, including Emmanuel McNeil Warren for Toledo, who that's a big one. He's a senior bowl commit. Chip Trianum as well, who's their train him. Okay, there you go. He is also committed to one of the bowl games, but I can't remember which one off the top of my head. Shrine Bowl. Okay. Chip Trainum. All right, I'll remember that. As for Louisville, Renee Conga and Wesley Bailey losing 2 starting defensive linemen. Miller Moss will play. Chris Bell will not. I love this quote. Brom is Brom is still unsure about the status of the running backs. He said he hopes at least one plays. He's talking about the injured running backs, but I like to imagine that means his entire running back room. Hopefully one of them plays. I don't know. It'd be nice to have a running back out there. Louisville minus 6.5. I don't know. Without Chris Bell. But Toledo doesn't have their coach, and they're punching up. Yeah, I'll take Louisville on this one.
I'm going to go Louisville.
Western Kentucky, Southern Miss in the New Orleans Bowl, which, believe it or not, is played in New Orleans. At the Caesar Superdome. I was going to say, is it played in Tulane or is it played at the Caesar Superdome? It's very
or it's Southern.
Or Southern.
That'd be a rough spot, man.
By the way, I didn't mention the Boca Raton Bowl is being played in Boca Raton, in case you didn't know. Anyways,
this is being played at Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah. Guess where's the Frisco Bowl is being played at?
Oh, I don't know. Where?
It's Frisco, Texas. Next
What?
Tuesday, next Tuesday is the bowl games named after exactly where they're played. Game. Anyways, with
It's
the New
the
Orleans
famous
Bowl,
Idaho Potato Bowl in Idaho?
it is. Yeah, I know.
No.
It's the Myrtle Beach Bowl in Myrtle Beach. You know, the Xbox Bowl should really be in Seattle, honestly.
It should be.
That's ridiculous.
Play at Newport High, baby.
The LA
Actually,
Bulls
you know where
win.
they'd play it. I know where they'd play it if it
Where
was
would
in
they play it?
Seattle. I'll text you.
Oh, they should play it at what's the one place that's right, Redmond? Nah, they should play it at what's the field that everyone practices at, or they play games there too?
Are you talking
that
about Seattle
City
Memorial?
Center. Seattle Memorial.
Oh,
Play at
that
Seattle
field
Memorial.
sucks.
Oh no, I know it's all, but it's got, you can see the Space Needle from it, so you
They
got to play
can't.
it.
I think they're finally replacing the turf.
Oh, there you
The
go.
turf there is so bad.
Isn't it? Oh, jeez.
It's really bad. It's the worst turf I've ever played on. And I had to not play, but be on Tacoma Dome rolled out turf. That was lumpy.
There you go. New Orleans. Let's see. Western Kentucky.
Go Tops, baby.
Dylan Flowers, Lavelle Wright. Yeah, not really anything to worry about for Western Kentucky from a portal or injury standpoint. Not really either of these teams. Both these teams are fine. Charles Huff did take the Memphis job. So Southern Miss is losing their coach. Western Kentucky 4.5-point favorites. Who you got?
Go Tops, baby.
You already said it. Yeah. Anytime a team loses their coach, I immediately start leaning away from them.
Yeah.
And then the last game that we're going to be picking, which again, believe it or not, is in Frisco. Well, not the last game because we got to talk about Rams Seahawks still too. UNLV Ohio in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. Neither of these teams have any opt-outs listed. UNLV is missing their starting tight end, and Ohio is missing a starting linebacker. Ohio did lose Coach Brian Smith to administrative leave.
Is Tinsworth still on Ohio?
I think he was a senior last year.
I think so.
I think he was actually in the draft. Like, he didn't get drafted, but he was in the draft.
Oh, that would have been a great stump the truck name if they wouldn't have aired it.
Oh, man, I can't believe they didn't go with that. Anyway, so, yeah, Ohio's without their coach. Again, didn't leave for another job. He's just on leave, which...
No one knows why. It sounded like it's a bad situation.
Yeah, give me UNLV.
Yeah, give me the Revs, baby.
All right. And that brings us to Rams Seahawks. I got the lead back in the NFL pick'em. Shout out the Eagles for absolutely decimating the Raiders. You know what's funny on us?
I screwed myself with that one. That was such a bad choice.
I had to go back and look at the at our pick'em, like watch this video or watch our podcast back to make sure I was like, wait, did I put that down right? That he put the Raiders.
Well, do you remember my reasoning?
I did. No, yeah. And your reasoning was that Pete Carroll owns the Eagles,
which he does until last week
when he's in Seattle.
Yeah, I think it's Seattle. It's the Eagles because the streak did start before Pete, so I misplayed that one.
Yeah. I don't remember what your reasoning was for picking the Jets to cover against the Jags, but I do remember you saying that as well. So.
Oh yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. I did that one.
That's where I won right there. These two games right here. But anyways, so today. However, because the Seahawks involved, and I know you're going to want to talk about them. Despite my win, I will let you get first crack at a pick.
I appreciate that. So this is interesting, right? Because Devontae might not play, and he's such a big part of their red zone offense. He is their red zone offense. That is a big, big factor. If Devontae were playing, I'd take the Rams. I'm worried about the Seahawks offense right now. I am. It's just not clicking like it was earlier. I'm going to take the Seahawks. Why not? Let's just have some fun with it.
I'm also going to take the Seahawks. I think the Rams are still too banged up in the receiver room. Seahawks offense recently has been concerning. I will say that, but I don't. Last time these two teams played, it came down to the wire, and this thing's going to be the same thing. I don't think Darnold's going to throw 4 picks this time.
No, I don't think so.
It's like
the Seahawks offense has gotten worse because they're trying to turn the ball over less.
Yeah. Alrighty.
We have Saturday football this week. Wow.
We got Saturday football. That's right.
I cannot wait to see the helmets. That's what I'm really excited for. Is there any other rivalry jerseys this week? I think so.
I believe so. I think the last few, I know.
Niners wear them against us.
Niners are wearing them in the last week this season. I think all the others have already been worn. All the
Jets,
AFC East
Dolphins,
ones have been worn. Jets,
Patriots,
the last one.
And Bills. Yeah.
So the only ones left are the Seahawks on Thursday, and then the Niners in the last week of the season.
All right. Should we want to go for round one? Should we do it?
Let's do it. It's mock draft season, boys. We made it. Well, kind of. Well, I made it. Let's see.
All right. AFC, NFC split.
Let's do it. Hold on. Let me make a banner for this. The first NFL 2026 NFL mock draft. I'm sure we've done a mock draft before, but there we go. PFF, here we go. It's been a while, my friend.
Oh, I'm excited.
I haven't done this in a while, but here we are. Let's see how updated the board they use is. Oh, hold on.
No trades.
No trades. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about trades. It's ridiculous. There we go. We won't edit the order too. We'll just work with what's here. All right, one round. Let's do it. Start draft. So Giants are on the board first.
This one's kind of tricky. This could be a trade spot, honestly.
This would most likely be a trade spot.
I'm gonna go Caleb Downs. I just don't think I love Arvell Reese, but it is it's hard to justify right now.
There you go. I got quite a few picks in a row. So this first one's easy for me.
Mm-hmm.
Sprint the card to the podium. Fernando Mendoza. Good fit in Vegas for sure. Good Mendoza. Mendoza just sounds like a Raiders quarterback name too.
He does. Yeah. Been a while since we've had well, he's not Italian. He's Spanish. Dang.
Yeah.
Mendoza
Cuban.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. For the Titans, I need to take the best available play, and that's Arvell Reese for me.
Him and Jeffrey Simmons. Whew.
Oh yeah. For the Brownies, Tyson and Lemon would both make a lot of sense here. They could look quarterback, but I don't think another quarterback. I'm gonna assume Dante Moore comes back. So here, none of the NFL will really likes Jordan Tyson, and I get why. So give me Tyson here. And then lastly, the Jets. That receiver room outside Garrett Wilson's really rough. Arnell Tate. You are a New York Jet. All right. You get 3 in a row here now.
Cardinals. I don't think they go quarterback here. I said I don't.
Oh, don't think. I think they go quarterback. Okay.
Bain is very interesting here. I think they definitely need edge help. Jeremiah Love is also really interesting here because what's his name? He's on his last legs. I'm gonna go Jeremiah Love. I kind of like that one.
James Conner, yeah.
For the Saints, it's definitely like at this point, I think it's got to be BPA, but you might have something there with Shuck. So if you want to give him a weapon, right?
I
think I'm going to go Mekhi Lemon.
Oh, I like it.
Right, one more here.
Tommy's. I'm gonna go youth over everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you show me receivers? No, I don't like it. We're gonna go Ruben Bain. I broke your heart. I'm sorry.
I was one away. There. Realistically, you're going to draft Keldrick Falk. All right, now. Who I would draft? Spencer Fano, I'd take a good hard look at. Never have a good enough offensive line, even if it's not our top need. I'll go Peter Woods. I don't hate the Peter Woods pick. It's not my favorite name right now.
Can you show
But
me
they need so much talent
quarterbacks?
up front. Yeah, they just need so much talent up front.
I'm gonna go Ty Simpson.
Even though
I think they need to draft
coming
an
back.
heir. They need to draft an heir.
You don't buy into the he's coming back stuff.
No, I buy much more into Dante coming back.
So the Chiefs would have loved Jeremiah Love here. I know they're very upset right now.
He's not making it to the top 10, man. He's one of the few blue tippers. Oh, Spencer Fano. Or Kenyon Sadiq.
Well, I know. I'm deciding between these two here. You go with your Jawan Taylor replacement because he's getting cut for sure. His cap hit's way too big for what he's doing for him. Or your Travis Kelce replacement. They really, really need to get more explosive in the passing game. So give me Sadiq.
I think that's a good pick. Vikings. What is their biggest need? Just thinking about them. Receiver, they're fine. Running back, I think they're okay. Offensive line, they invested a lot there.
They have, yeah.
D-line. They're the hardest team to evaluate D-line.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're going to love Avion Terrell. Give me Terrell. He fits them so well.
Mm-hmm. That's still too early for the rest of the receivers there. Interior line, too early there. Corner, they could definitely use corner help. They did not look good against the Steelers. Jermon McCoy would make a lot of sense. He's banged up. Mansour Delaney's a name I know a lot of people like.
Yep. I love Avion Terrell. I think Avion Terrell's going to go higher than what people have not right now.
I go Delaney there.
All right, they need any kind of help on D-line or defense. Sonny Styles. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. I like that. I'm a big Sonny Styles fan. Ravens desperately need help on the interior on both sides of the ball. Caleb Banks, Cade McDonald. You know what? It might be a little early for him based on the ADP here, but I think Cade McDonald would be a stud in that front seven. So,
yeah. Panthers. Do they really have guard as a need? No.
Apparently.
It's not realistic. I think they got a good old line.
How many
receivers?
How many Ohio State defensive players have already been picked? Four in the top 15.
Jeez Louise. You already got picked. Show me edge defenders and tight ends.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, they could use some help on the edges for sure. Let's see.
I guess we gotta go with your favorite player.
Who did it?
Keldrick, of course.
All right. Lions.
David Bailey. Actually, no.
Ooh, you just saved yourself.
Spencer Fano.
Ooh, that's good. You got to draft
That's
a
an
center
absolute
now that
steal.
Frank Radnow's retired twice on him in the past 6 months.
Yeah.
Got to draft a center.
J-E-T-S.
Jets. So I'm not even going to concern myself with the quarterbacks right now because I think they get their quarterback free agency. I think they get Kyler Murray. That's the Kyler Murray team, in my opinion.
Yeah, that fits.
Corner. Jermon McCoy makes sense in this range, given he's got a good profile. He's just always hurt. What linebackers are available? CJ Allen would be fun in that defense.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of high for his ADP, but I really like CJ Allen. I'm thinking it's between McCoy and Allen here. Who's more of a Aaron Glenn guy? Aaron Glenn loves his DBs, so I'll go McCoy here. All right, the Bucks. This is you.
Vega. Thank you,
Vega
Caitlin.
Ione.
Thanks a lot, Caitlin. I cannot believe that one.
Let's see. For the Steelers, they got tackle lists as a need. They've spent a bunch of picks on tackles. Secondary, I can agree with because their corners are old and not very good. Ooh, man, the safety really falls off. Actually, I kind of like Halsey, but other than that,
it falls off. I like Kamari Ramsey.
Yeah. No, they're not going to go receiver there, even if I think they should. Yeah, no, they're not going to go receiver.
There's rumors of Denzel coming back. I do not believe it at all. He should totally go.
I think Keith Abney's going back to school, but he's a name I've heard a lot recently. I'll go with CC.
I have heard Keith Abney too. I like how those Arizona State DBs play now.
Yeah.
I think they got to go edge defender here.
Mm-hmm.
It's David Bailey. He fits their mold, I think.
David Bailey, real good player. All right, Texans running back. No one in love conversation. Interior O-line, really just O-line in general. Who's the best available offensive lineman?
Noah.
Probably.
My Noah.
Yeah, we'll go.
He can move the card too if they want to. All right, Cowboys.
Yeah,
and we're on defense, so we already got Sonny Styles.
I got Sonny Styles.
Show me DB, show me edge. So corner, safety,
edge, safety, and corner.
Oh, nothing great there, really. Yeah, go back out. I'm going to go... Yeah, no, I don't love any of this. Give me back the best player available. No. Keep scrolling.
They could just pick an offensive lineman named Tyler again.
Let's do it. Let's just do it. Just for the fun of it.
Oh,
dang
there's
it.
no Tylers.
TJ Parker is good value here.
Yeah, that's fair. Bills, I can't believe they don't have receiver lists as a need. Maybe they just don't have faith in them to pick one. As much as I love Denzel,
they need speed.
They need speed, and Concepcion definitely offers that. Duh, Bears.
Yeah, give me D-line, edge, and interior.
Oh, just...
Yeah, we're good. I'm going to go with Ronella Height. I like his game.
Yeah, Senior Bowl commit today as well.
Oh, cool.
Charges. They're good linebacker, so this isn't a CJ Allen spot. Center, guard, interior D line. They could use some help on the interior D line here. Big Citrus? No, it's
Big
too early.
Citrus.
It's too big early.
Pretty early. Yeah.
I'd love that, but way too early. How much is Caleb Banks weighing in at?
330.
All right.
Ooh, that's a big boy.
Tackle. There's your nose tackle. That's what we thought you were going to get in Kenneth Grant last year.
Niners. Honestly, this could be a spot for Denzel.
Yeah, I could see it. Especially
we
with
got speed already. Yeah, give me Denzel. I hate it, but it fits.
It makes a lot of sense, and it would keep the tradition.
And and he knows that system.
Yeah, and it would very much keep the tradition of UW guys going to NFC West teams.
It would. Brownies.
Brownies. I'm picking Jordan Tyson early. Are there any quarterbacks that are actually going to be in it? No, Seller's going back. Mayava's going back. Nussmeier is not going to be a first-round pick. Sorsby's going back. Tier?
I think he might be going back.
I'm not drafting a quarterback here. Give me offensive tackles here.
Lomu. I hate you. He's a guard, anyways.
Okay, they need both. All right,
I can't believe Lomu's still here.
Yeah. Not much longer. I'm gonna take Lomu here.
Oh my god! You took two of my guys back to back. I should have kept my mouth shut.
I was actually gonna do Dunker no matter what. I would have thought for other guys for Lomu, but not anymore.
They are not taking Caden Proctor. I'll tell you that right now. He does not fit his own scheme. Give me a little scroll. I have some ideas though.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
A little faster.
CJ Allen.
That's probably going to be the guy, but I just want to see anyone else that interests me. So scroll a little bit more. Yeah, it's going to be CJ Allen. I think Mike McDonald's going to love him.
Oh, yeah. Anyone would. All right, you're back up with the Rams. They already picked Ty Simpson in this draft.
I actually think they'd like Caden Proctor. Give me Proctor.
All right, I'm finishing up with the Broncos.
Super Bowl winning.
Bo Nix. They are actually, for how good their defense is, their linebacker course is not great. Who picked Sonny Styles. Okay, he went earlier. I like Deontay Lawson enough. I think this is around the range that I think he can help out a defense.
Look at that. Yeah, that's a big jump down. Whew.
Yeah.
What Weeks being one of the best guys after that is rough.
So here you go. This is the final draft. And obviously in real life, Caleb Downs won't be the first overall pick.
Yeah, if the Giants have the first overall pick, they're going to trade down a spot or two.
Yeah,
either with the Raiders or the Browns. That's going to be a big bidding war. I think the Raiders will trade with the Giants probably. Or honestly, they might trade with the Browns and they could probably still get Downs. Because it would go Mendoza. It would go Mendoza, quarterback too. Probably. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
It would go Mendoza, someone else, Reese, or Downs picks 3 and 4. I could see it happening that way.
He's going back to school, so I don't know if there will be a second quarterback picked in the first round after Mendoza.
Yeah, interesting. Simpson's going to be at Michigan.
Yeah, no, that's a transfer because they're going to go to – I don't remember his name off the top of my head, but they're going to go to a younger guy at Bama.
Well, no, he's going to follow Kalen.
Oh, yeah, follow Kalen. Yeah.
Keelan Russell.
Keelan Russell, that's right. There you go. All right, there's our first mock draft of the year. In all its glory, now it's beauty. What time to be alive. I have to pay attention to these again. Yay. All right. Well, that is it for this edition of the West Coast Draft Podcast. That was a packed episode. We got a lot done. We talked about a lot in this one. Oh, man. Any closing thoughts, Mr. Jokinen?
If one of us is in draft season, all of us are in draft season. If one is like, all of us is like. If one is subscribed, all of us subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Drive safe, thanks.